Brambleghast is a Pokemon with a bit of rare usage in Generation 9, however has had some solid results in the Regulation D and Regulation E metagames, however fell off with the restricteds coming back. So is it going to be good in Regulation H? We're going to be trying out this rank 1 showdown team and seeing how well Brambleghast can perform in the format. This is a rank 1 hyper offensive sand tailwind team with Brambleghast that made it to number 1 on the showdown ladder. It's a pretty standard bunch. We have the Talonflame, of course, with the Tailwind offense, able to support with this Covert Cloak that's able to prevent fake outs from affecting the Talonflame, flinching it, and you can still have the Tailwind, which is nice. You have a bunch of support moves like Willis and Taunt that can be pretty disruptive, and of course, a pretty hard-hitting Brave Bird. Paired with it, you have a lot of offensive tools. For instance, this Garchomp, the only difference from the common Garchomp, it is going to be running that Sand Veil because this one's paired with Tyranitar. So you do have a bit of accuracy luck on your side that you can just dodge moves with your evasion boosted. Can be a pretty big thing because this one's running the Swords Dance set with Swords Dance that can boost up the Garchomp's attack at +2, can sweep under the Tailwind with boosted Earthquakes. Doesn't mean you're not playing a Rillaboom, but you also have Dragon Claw coverage as well. And running the Terra Ground or even stronger ground coverage. Paired up with the Tailwind mode, you also have the Glamora that's able to do a lot of damage with the Power or Meteor Beam. That's just such a big threat, can punish Rillabooms as well, scare it away. You have the Terra Grass, this one running a modest max speed, which is a bit rare because I think most Glamoras are running the Timid Nature to outspeed every single kind of Golden Go, but modest Meteor Beam does hit pretty hard and has a chance to knock out a lot of Pokemon in the format. Bulky Trick Room setters like Farigiraf and the Indeedee is pretty nice. Paired with it, going to be that Choice Specs Golden Go, can really just drive under Tailwind with Terra Steel, make it rain as an option. This one being bulky, able to take hits because you do have that Tailwind support from the Talonflame, just able to do a lot with the Thunderbolt for coverage and Trick in case you want to get rid of your Choice Specs to lock in your opponent, something that is unfavorable. The Tyranitar is a pretty nice pick here. With that Sandstream, able to do a lot of damage with the Rock Slides, the Assurances that follow up after a move, because Tyranitar not the fastest Pokemon in the format, but that Assurance being doubled in power if your opponent has taken damage that turn is pretty great. Low Kick for coverage, Stone Edge just for a single target Rock type move that can get some surprise knockouts, especially through Will-O-Wisp burns or intimidates from like Incineroar, opposing Talonflame, can be pretty solid. And finally, the Brambleghast that's able to help out against the water types, which this team doesn't exactly have the best answers to. Power Whip for really good coverage. The Poltergeist is pretty nice. It does a lot of damage. With Wind Rider, you're immune to a lot of the wind moves in the format, like Hurricane, Icy Winds, that can be very effective. You can go for the Strength Sap. We've seen this set get top 60 at the 2023 World Championship with Emilio Forbes and Regulation D. It's just a really strong set. The only awkward part about this team is because you do have Tyranitar. If you do bring Tyranitar and Brambleghast, you do lose your Focus Sash thanks to the Sandstream. So can be a little bit awkward synergy wise, but Brambleghast with Talonflame can hit really hard, especially like Talonflame plus Glamora, Golden Go, Garchomp, able to chip away a lot of opponent's team, able to threaten Incineroar, which is nice, which Brambleghast really does not like. So it can cover for a bit. If you'd like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. Pelipper, Arcaludon, Mousehold, Annihilate, Rillaboom, and Basculegion. Okay, pretty standard general rain team, I would say. I think I really like... what do I want to go here? Garchomp's not bad. I really like the Glamora. I do think Talonflame's really good here. I do like Talonflame a lot. I think Talonflame Glamora is just generally pretty good. I want Garchomp. Rillaboom just makes it so hard for Garchomp. I just don't think it's ever worth it. I don't even know if I really want Tyranitar because Tyranitar doesn't do anything here other than, I guess, Weather, which Brambleghast can technically help against. I think I'm just going to bring Bramble. Yeah, I'm just going to bring Bramble. Basculegion slower than Glamora unless it's Jolly. I think I'll probably just bring Garchomp or Tyranitar as last. I think I'm probably going to bring Garchomp because Garchomp's just good against like Terrifier and Annihilate, which I think is pretty helpful. You know, I'm bringing Garchomp because Garchomp can probably take a hit. Like, you might be thinking, why am I not bringing Tyranitar into the rain mode? The problem with Tyranitar is like the rest of the team just I don't really like it against Rillaboom. Like, sure, I could Terra, but I don't know if I really want to Terra the Tyranitar to bring it. And that also just negates the special defense boost, which I guess I don't technically need, but I don't think I need the Terra on Tyranitar in this matchup either. Arcalon on a Mousehold is an interesting one. All right. Versus Glim and Talonflame. I kind of like the idea of just going for a Will-O-Wisp into the... So there's a lot of things that could happen here. There's a Pelipper play that could happen here. From the, what's it called? The Mousehold and Electroshot. They could go for a Protect here and a Flash Cannon, which I think would be pretty strong. I think I'm just going to go for a Will-O-Wisp into the Arcalon. I'm going to go for Spiky Shield. Yeah, because I expect Mousehold to Protect, expecting Tailwind Meteor Beam, which I think made a lot of sense. So the idea here, I don't want to hit the Arcalon while it has Friend Guard because I do a lot less damage, which I don't think is great here. I am able to get a Will-O-Wisp off into the Arcalon, which is very nice. And Electroshot won't be happening this turn. Yeah, Flash Cannon. Perfect. Super ideal. Super ideal. So we were able to get burn on the Arcalon, which is really nice. And now we can set up our Tailwind. I'm thinking our Terra is actually going to be Grass on Glamora, because I really like Grass in this matchup, I think. So I'm going to go for the Tailwind now. I could go for a Taunt or a Brave Bird in the Mousehold, but I do like the Tailwind here. I do like the Tailwind. I like the Meteor Beam into the Mousehold. Mousehold's going to retreat. This might be the Pelipper. Yeah, that's fine. I could have doubled up the Pelipper, but I'm okay with... I really want this Tailwind up, so if they Electroshot, this is 100% worth it. The next turn is where it's going to get potentially tricky. So we bring out the Terra on the Glamora. We will have the Terra Grass, so if they went for Flash Cannon, won't be able to pick up the knockout. Although, I guess it just depends, because depending on our Calydon set, it might be a roll for Flash Cannon. So... didn't have to make this play, but it's all right. Meteor Beam gonna come out. Hopefully we bring Pelipper down to its Focus Sash or just KO it, which would be nice too. That would help us take advantage of the Tailwind. So Meteor Beam charged up. We do connect, which is great. That's a really nice move to hit. Pelipper is brought down to Focus Sash. Beautiful. All right. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, they Draco Meteor the Talonflame. It doesn't even KO. It didn't even KO. That's actually crazy. Okay. I am very happy with that. I'm just going to Brave Bird the Pelipper, and I think I'm going to just go for... do I want a Sludge Bomb? I think I just Earth Power here to Arcalydon. They're going to protect Pelipper, but... yeah, Draco Meteor is crazy. Did they misclick? I feel like there should always be Electroshock. Oh, I guess they expected Talonflame to switch into Garchomp, expecting the Electroshock. That probably is the play they expected, but like I had no reason to really do that. Our power does so much damage to Arcalydon. Everything's getting low on my opponent's team, which is perfect timing. We are going to see Electroshock come out. Is this into Talonflame, I imagine? I'd imagine you do. Okay. Yeah, this is going to knock out Talonflame. All right. So, unless... this isn't Damprock Pelipper, so that's 2 turns of Rain gone. We did lose about, what, what was this? Our second turn of Tailwind, so we have 2 more on that. We can go out into Bramble. I could go into Garchomp as well, but I think I like the idea of getting the boost while I can with Bramble. I want to click Shadow Sneak. Do I want to click Shadow Sneak? I could Shadow Sneak the Arcalydon and Sludge Bomb the Pelipper, which I think is a pretty fair play. I think I am going to just go for the Shadow Sneak into the Arcalydon, and I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb into Pelipper. I do really want to Power Whip. I really want to Power Whip because they can't technically punish it other than breaking my Sash, while also like it covers a Mousehold switch. But I think it's okay. I'm not really too concerned about the burn Arcalydon. They might just sack Arcalydon. And yeah, like if anything, switching Pelipper might be more likely to. So this works out. Mousehold's going to come in, which is nice. Actually, with the Friend Guard, dealer Shadow Sneak. No way. I didn't. Not even with stamina. I don't think so. Yeah, Arcalydon goes down. And I get a huge Sludge Bomb off into the Mousehold, which is great. All right. I guess Annihilate is still going to be a question mark, huh? Oh, I know. I just KO Mousehold with the +1 Sludge Bomb. Okay, super ideal. Super ideal. I was like, did I potentially throw this by not power whipping? But it worked out. Okay, they can't go for beat up. I should be super safe now in this position. Pelipper going to come in. We can always Shadow Sneak, Sludge Bomb, whatever move we really want to click. It's Basculegion as the last one. Okay, perfect. So this is just going to come down to... I think I always just Shadow Sneak the Basculegion. How many turns of... 1 turn of Tailwind. Actually, no, I could power up here. Do I want to power up is the question. I mean, Poltergeist is more accurate and probably KOs the Basculegion. So I think I'm just going to Poltergeist and I'm just going to Sludge Bomb the Pelipper. They're going to Terra. I imagine this is Terra Water to dodge this Shadow Sneak being super effective. Yep. Okay, perfect. If we hit power up, great. If not, I still think we're probably okay. It should be protect on Pelipper. Yeah, I just didn't want to double into Basculegion if they make a crazy read of protecting Basculegion and Hurricaning. They're faster. They go for Last Respect in the Bramble, but I do have the Focus Sash, which is super huge here. And we are able to go for a power up into, or Poltergeist here into the Basculegion. Choice Band. Okay. Crazy. Basculegion does just go down to the Poltergeist though. But thankfully, even if we miss, it look like we're okay. If the Basculegion can't get priority, I could still Shadow Sneak the Pelipper, threaten it always. And we still have Glamora as well as Garchomp still available in the back. Especially since this was the last turn of rain coming up. And since the Pelipper was always threatened, they couldn't go for a tail on their own. So yeah, like I think we were super safe. Now we can go for Shadow Sneak into the Pelipper. We can go for a Sludge Bomb also on the Pelipper. And we secure the game. Oh, all right. Huge, I think, turn 1, not really falling for too much. Turn 2, crazy read, I think, from my opponent. That was like a crazy commitment. I think they were like, okay, I KO Talonflame or I cover the Garchomp switch, which I think is fair, but it did not KO the Talonflame. And the Talonflame, I don't think has bulk on this team, so just did not work out. Primarina, Golden Go, Whimsicott, Incineroar, Metagross, and Dragonite. Interesting to see Metagross. But I think we're probably okay. Brambleghast is really good, but there is the Incineroar. I do have to make sure that I can check. Glamora is really good, although there are 2 steel types. We do have the Earth Power coverage. Talonflame is also good lead into the steels, so I do like it a lot here. I want to bring the Brambleghast and probably the Golden Go. Although Garchomps can be nice to help out against the... Actually, Garchomp is probably pretty good against this team. I do want to bring Gold because it probably makes the Metagross easier and Earthquake's still a little bit awkward. But you know what? I'll just go for it anyway. I think Garchomp's probably safer than Gold. The things that could be weird with like Garchomp is Terra specifically, but at least pressuring the Incineroar is like a pretty big deal. I think that I should have as a backup because I'm too weak to Incineroar if I don't bring the Garchomp or at least Tyranitar. But Tyranitar in this matchup, Primarina's not pleasant. Golden Go's weird. Whimsicott is not great. The Incineroar is the best mon, but there is also Metagross and Dragonite, which are also awkward Pokemon for Tyranitar to potentially handle. So I think that these are the 4 I want to lock. Garchomp just makes my Incineroar matchup not awful with what I'm bringing. Let's see what they decide to go for. Lead wise, are you leading your own Whimsicott? You are leading Whimsicott Incineroar, which is, oh my goodness, this is so perfect for me. This is so perfect for me. Okay. So I don't know if you're going to fake out the Talonflame. I kind of like the idea of just going for the taunt into Whimsicott and a Meteor Beam into the Incineroar. The only way I like get truly heavily punished is if the Incineroar goes for fake out a Talonflame and breaks my Gale Wings. I kind of want to see because I think fake out in the Glim would make a lot of sense here. And if I'm able to get the Tailwind up the next turn, I also want to deny Encore from the Whimsicott, which I think is kind of nice. I think I want to taunt the Talonflame. They do fake out the Talonflame, so unfortunate because I could have gotten like the Toxic Spikes would have been up. I would have loved to gain the Tailwind up guaranteed the next turn. I don't think this is an awful spot. It depends on who they bring out, but yeah, it could have been a lot better for us. Meteor Beam will come out, hit the Incineroar. If we don't, it's actually not too bad because I could probably guarantee. I don't know if I guarantee the Tailwind actually because knockoff and the Moonblast might knock out Talonflame. But we do hit the power or the Meteor Beam. So goodbye Incineroar. That's great for Brambleghast, by the way. That is so nice for Brambleghast. The question is, can I get Tailwind up for Brambleghast to get the attack boost? Because we got rid of the Intimidate Mon. We would love to get the... Oh, okay. Gold comes in. Not great, not great, not great. I will Spiky Shield my Glamora here. This is Make It Rain Moonblast double up. I do want to go for Tailwind and a Spiky Shield. All right, let's see. They didn't Terra, so it's not Terra Steel. They went for Moonblast and the Glamora, I think, to cover for Focus Sash. Well, actually, no, it's not to cover for Focus Sash. I just revealed Power. Oh, they went for Thunderbolt. Okay. So they're probably choice locked. And if it's choice locked, that makes it a lot easier. If it's just random Thunderbolt on Golden Go that's not Life Orb, then they got me. I'm going into Garchomp. And I'm clicking Sludge Bomb into the Whimsicott. Do I want an Earthquake? There is a world where I Earthquake here. But I could Dragon Claw to gold, which is kind of safe. I kind of... Actually, you know, this might be crazy play, but I kind of want to Sludge Bomb the Whimsicott and I want to go for Earthquake. And the reason I want to make this play is because, yeah, the Golden Go switching out because it did already use the Thunderbolt and probably Choice Specs. Dragonite! Ah, I could have Dragon Clawed that slot. I thought about it. But this is okay because my idea here is we're able to get the Earthquake off into Whims and the Sludge Bomb. Unless you're eject button, don't be eject button. But I should be able to knock out the Whims and deny Tailwind so they can't get Tailwind up the next turn. Then the Golden Go's forced to lock into a move. Moonblast gonna come on to Garchomp, which that did a lot more than I remember. Okay, that explains why it's a crit. Earthquake. Good damage into Whims. We are able to get the Toxic Spikes, but they don't matter. The Dragonite is going to be the main Pokemon I'm worried about. Like, what is your item? Because if you're choice banned, this makes it really interesting. Let's see. We're going to see Golden Go come in. It should be choice locked, at least on this. I'm okay with risking Dragon Dance, I think, on the Dragonite. I'm going to Spike Shield and protect the Scout here. Also depends on the speed of that. I think it also depends on the speed of the... Maybe I should have Meteor Beamed this turn one. Maybe I should have Sludge Bombed the Whims. Or maybe I should have Earth Powered Whims, actually. So if it isn't focus... If it's non-focus Sash, then I was able to make sure the Whims goes down to the Sludge Bomb the next turn. Actually, yeah, now I look at it, I was a bit too greedy, maybe KOing the Incineroar. It was great KOing the Incineroar, but not guaranteeing the Tailwind. Kind of stunk here. Let's see what they do here. They're thinking hard. I wondered the Dragonite's choice, because if the Dragonite's choice, it changes the game a lot, because you have to lock in Extreme Speed probably the next turn. We are going to see a Terra come out from my opponent. Into what? Oh, Golden Go. Terra Fairy. Sure. Actually, well, it depends on how fast the Golden Go is. If it's Timid max speed, I'm in trouble. If it's modest, that's completely fine. So protecting Spiky Shield. Will probably moves faster than Dragonite, I imagine. Dazzle. They didn't lock it to Make It Rain. What is the Dragonite going for? Because that's a big question. Ice Spinner is huge. Okay. Ice Spinner is huge. Because now I should be able to Sludge Bomb the Golden Go. I should always live the combo of Dazzle and Gleam here. Plus, I don't think I live Extreme Speed. But yeah, if they locked in Extreme Speed, I had to rely on Bramble to win. But yeah, I go for a Sludge Bomb into gold. I go for a Dragon Claw into the Dragonite. I think I secure it. I guess it just depends on how fast... how fast is your gold? Or Dragon Claw just knocks out the Dragonite. Okay. Nice. How fast is your gold? It was actually Timid Gold. But the Dragonite didn't... either locked into the wrong move or they didn't have extreme speed. But we are going to see the Garchomp go down. The Sludge Bomb going to come out in the gold. All right, we take it. We take it, I suppose. But yeah, definitely probably not the greatest combo right there that I could have done, or at least the greatest turn one I could have done. I think setting up for that, setting up for the Glimmer to take a KO the next turn would have been fine. I got a little bit greedy in that position because I really thought like they might fake out, they could have swapped out in a Golden Go, but yeah, it didn't work out for me. All right, we have a crazy snow team with Primeape, Whimsicott, Farigiraf, the Frostlass, Frostmoth, and Ninetales Alolan form. All right, this is scary. Beat up Rage Fist is an option on Annihilate. Is there Frost Breath? Oh, this is Frost Breath, isn't it? Frost Breath, Anger Point. Oh boy, this is actually such a dangerous threat. Hold on. This might actually be super threatening. All right. I like Talonflame a lot. Talonflame's good. I really like Golden Go. Golden Go puts on a lot of pressure. Tyranitar for sure in the back. And like Bramble's not bad here actually. But Glim is really good too. Meteor Beam's good, but I plan on burning. That's tricky actually, because like they're both actually pretty good here. I definitely need Tyranitar to get rid of Sand. Like Golden Go is just so good because I can trick the Violet from the Primeape, and it's also just good in general. Talonflame, I want to burn pressure, unless I don't want to bring Talonflame. Would it be awful to not bring Talonflame? I think it would be. I think I'll bring Bramble. Maybe this is tough. Like I think both are pretty good. I kind of like Bramble a bit more because it can pressure like a Terra on Frostmoth if it's like Terra Water. But I'm not too sure. This is gonna be scary. We're gonna see the lead of Frostlass Primeape. Gee, I wonder what you're gonna do. I have a feeling I know what you're gonna do. So I imagine this is Focus Sash on the what's it called? The Frostlass. I think I'm just gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp into the Annihilate, and I think I'm gonna attempt to trick. Or do I want to make it rain? I think I want to go for a trick. I go for a Terra. I just realized that this could be Terra Fire or Annihilate, so I could actually get screwed here. Okay, Terra Water, that's fine. And I'm also really glad I went for the trick then. Okay. Also, this is really good for Brambleghast, unironically, because I can Power Whip through. All right, we land a Will-O-Wisp, which is really good. Is Frost Breath a wind move? I actually don't know. It is Frost Breath. It's the Annihilate. Okay. That's nice. Rage Fist gonna come out. We haven't hit it though, so this is just a base power 50, and we burned it. Oh, that's so big. Golden Go hanging on. Get the trick off into the Annihilate. Goodbye, you're a Violet. Holy cow. Yeah, there was a reason why I didn't want to hit the Annihilate with Tailwind, because obviously without the burn, and it was base power 50. That was a huge thing, I thought. Okay, that's really, really nice. Gonna set up the Tailwind, I think, with the Talonflame, and we are gonna go for a... Do I want to Shadow Ball, make it rain, or I could Thunderbolt? All are pretty viable options. I think I'm just gonna go for a make it rain. I don't really need the damage on Primeape though, because it's a Violet's gone. I'm just gonna Shadow Ball the Frostlass. I actually can't imagine my opponent being able to knock me out here, especially if I'm not giving her the power up of the Rage Fist. So here comes Shadow Ball into the Frostlass, brings it down to Focus Sash. Yep, exactly as anticipated. Oh, that turn one was stressful, man. Icy Wind is fine. We have Cover Cloak on the Talonflame, And we didn't hit the Primeape, so we should be okay. And now we should be able to bring out our... Actually, it would have been funny. We could have got our Brambleghast in, and that would have been huge. Rage Fist going to come out, but still a base power of 50, and it's not even super effective. So Talonflame, I think, takes it. Yeah, barely, but we take it. Going out into Bramble. We have to hit one move, though. We do have to hit a very crucial move in Power Whip. And we'll Brave Bird the Frostlass. I actually... Like, if the Frostlass I can confirm isn't able to hit the Brambleghast, and I would just leave it alone on the field, but I'm not risking it. I'm just going to Power Whip. I'm going to Brave Bird. It's going to come down to, like, what the final two are in the back are, but I think I lose the Weather... Actually, no, I don't lose the Weather War because I'm getting them on a 1 HP Frostlass, which is really nice. Okay. Oh, well... Here's the big move. Nice. Okay, we win the Weather War. We do win the Weather War. That's a huge Weather War win. We have Wind Rider, so their moveset really is going to shake things up because we are immune to Blizzard. We're immune to Icy Wind. It's really going to come down to the rest. What is that? That is the Ninetales. And what is that? Is that the Frostlass? That is the Frostmoth, I mean. Yeah, Frostmoth. All right. I can taunt or I can just go hard Tyranitar. I think I'm just going to go hard Tyranitar, and I think I'm just going to go for a Poltergeist. Do I Terra Ghost here? Because I never Terra Fly into Tyranitar. Yeah, I just Terra Ghost, Poltergeist, Steve, Frostmoth, I think. We should be good here. I think we're good. Please. Like, I'm pretty sure it's really hard for him to break through Tyranitar, especially because we have Stone Edge, so we can play around Wide Guard with the Frostmoth. And we Terra Ghost here because we're immune to the Bug move. We also, again, are immune to, or not immune to Bug move, but like, we resist it. There's the Frostmoth going for the Protect. Poltergeist attempt. What did the Ninetales click? Terra Blast. Okay, perfect. Why is it Terra Blast Ninetales? You probably in the comments have more ideas than me. But yes, we're in a good spot now. Because now I can go for... I'm going for Stone Edge. I'm going for Poltergeist. Because this could be a Wide Guard attempt. That was going to be forfeited because they're like, probably I don't have an answer to the Tyranitar. And also, it's funny, if it's like Terra Blast Blizzard, they can't break through my... they can't break through my Brambleghast effectively. So, nice. Nice. I am glad. Glad the clutch survival on the Golden Go. Everything worked out. This is one crazy team. We have Hisuian Braviary, Archaludon, Overquill, Hariyama, Pelipper, and Indeedee. What's weird is that they want to do a Trick Room route. Like, Hariyama, you can't fake out next to Indeedee, which is like your only Trick Room center. I'm pretty sure Braviary Hisuian does not get Trick Room. I'm pretty sure it only gets Tailwind. So I have to deal with the Rain mode as well as the Trick Room, unless it's not Trick Room. But I do really like Bramble. Bramble Talon's not bad here. But the thing is, it is weak to the Trick Room setup. Gold is pretty solid, but I'm not faster than the Overquill, which is a problem. Yeah, I'm like nowhere near fast. I still think I probably bring the Golden Go. Golden Go seems nice as a lead. It puts on so much pressure. Maybe next to Glim. I think Glim's actually pretty decent here, like just against Trick Room stuff. Tyranitar seems pretty solid. And then I don't think Garchomp's that good. I think it's probably Bramble. I think Bramble because it's actually a switch into like Hariyama, which I think can be nice here. And we can also just tank one attack as a safety measure, which is just always good. I don't know about the... Talonflame doesn't really do too much, I think, in the matchup, unless I know it's like a full committed Tailwind team. Yeah, like Indeedee Hariyama doesn't really stop me here. As I lead Glim plus the Golden Go. What item are you? Because that's actually really important. Okay, it's not Psychic Seed. That's good. I think I'm actually going to go for Thunderbolt, and I'm going to go for Meteor Beam into Entity, because I think it's probably Wide Guard. Yeah, Wide Guard Hariyama. That's the only thing I expected here. So if I hit the Meteor Beam, I think no matter what the entity, the Choice Specs Thunderbolt should follow up, because this is modest max special attack Lamora. Like, Meteor Beam should just KO the entity. If not, the Thunderbolt will follow up and KO. Yeah, good damage. Nice. Thunderbolt does pick up the knockout. Beautiful. All right. So entity down, no Trick Room. That's really big for me. Really big. Flame Orb, but not really having to worry too much about it. So what is this? Pelipper Braviary back? Which I'm okay with Pelipper Braviary in the back. That's our Caledon, right? Yeah, that's our Caledon. I'm just gonna swap out into Brambleghast, and I think I'm just gonna go for a Spiky Shield. I want to scout for like what their moves are gonna be. They can't go for Faint and Psychic Terrain, so I'm kind of safe here. I like the idea of getting Brambleghast in because this is where I probably wanted to shine. What if they didn't bring just Pelipper at all? But maybe it is Pelipper in the back. But then again, that would mean that I left Hisuian Braviary on in the back. We're gonna see the Flash Cannon and the knockoff, which is fine. I wonder if I can live another knockoff if I Strength Sap, because we got rid of the item. So that would be pretty good. I am just going to go for a Strength Sap into the Hariyama. What am I doing for you? Am I Terra Grassing? This might be a Terra Grass angle. I feel like you should double up here. But let's see. I do want to Earth Power. I could double up the Hariyama with Sludge Bomb Power Whip, but don't think it's necessary. I think I'm just going to Earth Power the and just Terra. I could have Terra the Tyranitar, but having to send special defense, and if it is Braviary in the back, I still think is pretty nice. So I might as well keep the Dark typing just in case. Let's find out what they're going to click. Strength Sap. Just making sure that the Hariyama is kind of in check, but mainly we get that health back. Earth Power will fire off into the Arcalon, which is going to do a good amount of damage. That is a really bulky Arcalon, because that's a +1 Earth Power. Flash Cannon is fine. Why'd you crit me? I think the crit matter. Okay. I was thinking that KO'd me. I really thought that was KOing me, but it was -1 attack with the item used. All right. Great. So now I'm actually gonna go for Poltergeist, I think. Who do I want to pin? Hariyama is definitely the biggest threat, I think. I think I'm just gonna Power Whip the... I think I want to power up the Hariyama, and I want to Sludge Bomb now. But then again, if I was making that play, I should have done it the last turn. I think actually I just go for the Power... No, did I Poltergeist or Power Whip? I think I Poltergeist, trying to catch a switch on the Arcalon slot, and I Earth Power again. I could Sludge Bomb reading Pelipper, but yeah, we are going to see the Arcana switch out, which is what I thought. Pelipper? I have no idea what that is. Braviary. Okay, so Poltergeist comes out, which is why I went for Poltergeist, because I was thinking it could be like it covered Pelipper and the Hisuian Braviary, but it also like if the Arcalon Terra, I was hoping Poltergeist into Earth Power would KO, especially if it's a neutral typing. Earth Power gonna be redirected into the Hariyama, really good damage. And they knock off my Brambleghast again. And it looks like I am able to hang on thanks to that Strength Sap. So beautiful. All right, I think that should seal it here. They're going to go out into Arcalon once again. And I think I just make the same plays because I don't really have a reason not to. Go beats the Hariyama at this point. I can go for a Poltergeist, and I will go for a... I guess Spiky Shield's probably pretty okay too, because if they have to Terra, they have to Terra this turn, right? Unless I'm mistaken something and they already did Terra earlier. But the entity didn't Terra, so I'm pretty sure they saw Terra available, so yeah. So we just try to scout for the Terra there because Assault Vest or Caledon, by the way, took the Earth Power. The Hariyama most likely Protectless as well. They have to like read me the Spiky Shield and scout for their Terra. Otherwise, if they do Terra, I just scout it and probably either Sludge Bomb or Earth Power KOs the next turn, and then that's good game. This looks like it would be a viable Reg A team. We have Mousehold, Annihilate, Golden Go, Garchomp, Murkrow, Glamora, a very fast offensive paced team. Unfortunately, there is one downside. We do have modest Glims, so the mirror is pretty bad, especially if it's the timid Glim, and they usually are. I think I'm gonna go with Golden Go. I think Talonflame is pretty good. Garchomp is not bad. I'm debating it. I do actually like my own Glim, but in the back, actually, is Glim even worth it? The problem with Glim is it doesn't do anything, does it? It really does not do that much in this matchup. I think it's actually Brambleghast Garchomp because I need speed in the matchup. And the only thing I'm a little bit worried about is going to be their Glamora. But at least on the positive side, I am most likely not hitting it with a Brave Bird. I'm hitting it with Make It Rain, so I don't have to worry about Toxic Spikes for my Brambleghast, because Toxic Spikes for my Brambleghast is really bad. But I do think that the rest should be acceptable. Let's find out. Gonna be the lead of Garchomp, Glamora. So this works out really well for me. I don't know if we're gonna see any Terras involved, but I am just gonna go for a Make It Rain, and I am just gonna go for a Tailwind. I'm pretty sure that Garchomp cannot knock out either of my Pokemon without either Rock Slide, or they need to have like a offensive boosting item like Choice Specs, or not Choice Specs, Choice Band, Life Orb. They're usually Clear Amulet though, so Make It Rain's looking pretty good here. I could have whisked a Garchomp if I expect Glamora to protect, but I think that this is probably acceptable. We'll find out. Golden Go should be able to live one attack from the Garchomp, and if they didn't go for any Spiky Shields or not, this is perfect because I am able to get a huge Make It Rain into the Glamora. It's Focus Sash, which makes this a lot more difficult. Are you Power Gem? Power Gem is not great. Why are you Citrus Berry Garchomp? That's actually really bad that Citrus Berry Garchomp. Power Gem. All right, Talonflame goes down, and then what's the Garchomp going for? Please don't be EQ, actually. Okay, it's Rock Slide. That's fine. If it was EQ and they activated Toxic Spikes, that would have been a really bad spot, but we can go into Garchomp now. I'm just gonna go for another Make It Rain. I'm actually gonna go for a Swords Dance with my Garchomp to cover for any Spiky Shield Protect plays. They do Spiky Shield to Glim. The Garchomp is bulky, isn't it? Yeah, okay, perfect. Really, really ideal. Then next turn, I can go for Dragon Claw plus Make It Rain, and I'm liking this spot a lot. All right, cool. The Garchomp did have the option to attack, but because it's Citrus Berry, I mean, I don't know if it's actually max attack or not, so I don't think it'd be able to actually break through my Garchomp in one hit. It definitely is not knocking out Golden Go at the range it's at. I think I'm just gonna go for a Dragon Claw into the Garchomp and go for a Make It Rain, because I never want to activate the Toxic Spikes from that Glamora until I have Brambleghast out already. They go for a double, which fails, which is nice. They do get a double Garchomp, which is actually kind of annoying, but like it's manageable, I suppose. Oh, the upcoming turns are going to be... Well, it depends on who they have in the back. I expect Murkrow and probably like one more offensive mon, I'd assume. But that means they don't have the... Well... They wouldn't have Mouseape in the back if that's the case. If they have Mouseape, I overwhelm them with speed because of the Garchomp generally, so I should be okay there. Let's see. Windtail is the Murkrow. Yep. Okay, that's not too surprising. I should be the faster Garchomp. So I should be able to go for... I'm actually going to switch out Golden Go, go into Brambleghast, because I do want this tail... I do want the boost. And I am going to Dragon Claw their Garchomp. Yeah. I don't think they're going to haze immediately. If they foul play, that's not great, but it's still very doable. I think this should always just be Tailwind. Look at the Wind Rider. We see a Terra. Where is this Terra coming from? It's the Garchomp. Oh, they actually Terra Steeled. Okay. That's not great. That's really not good, actually. They do go for Tailwind. I'm not self-earthquaking myself, which is the downside of running the Swords Dance Garchomp set. Dragon Claw. Oh, we barely just missed a knockout. Wait, what? That is heck of greedy. That's heck of greedy. I'll take it. That's heck of greedy. I'll take it. I'm going to Shadow Sneak attempt and I'm going to Dragon Claw the Murkrow. The problem is Murkrow carries foul play. Or they don't. They have Sucker Punch instead. I'm okay with Sucker Punch. It's Life Orb Murkrow. What? Shadow Sneak, goodbye my Brambleghast with the Garchomp, but I should be able to KO the Murkrow because it's not a Violet and now it's a 2v1. They do have Tailwind still available. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know where this endgame is going to go. Goodbye Brambleghast, you did your work. Dragon Claw going to come out in a Murkrow, pick up the knockout. I actually think Foul Play Murkrow would have actually been scarier than whatever Life Form said that was, because Foul Play actually overcode both my Pokemon. We go Golden Go here against their Golden Go. Okay, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. They have 2 turns of Tailwind. We can go for a Terra Steel to get rid of our Ghost weakness. We Shadow Ball. And I'm actually going to go for a Swords Dance with Garchomp. The reason I'm going to Swords Dance with Garchomp, because there are 2 turns. I guess maybe I could go for Double Protect. Double Protect is not a bad potential win con. But I think they can only knock out 1 Mon here with the Golden Go if they have a shot. They go for a Shadow Ball on the Garchomp. We should tank 1 even with Specs. I think that is Specs based on the damage. Went for the Swords Dance here. If they crit my Garchomp, I mean, I'm pretty sure Spec Shadow Ball will KO their Golden Go, so I think we're fine. Yeah, and if they decide to crit my Golden Go with Shadow Ball, I just protect Garchomp on the last turn of their Tailwind, and then I Earthquake, and I should have that guaranteed sealed. So, felt like it didn't really matter too much. Oh man, the Double Protect Citrus Berry Garchomp actually was screwing me over, but they got greedy with the Swords Dance. I guess it was Earthquake Rock Slide most likely on their Garchomp, so maybe I didn't have to fear it actually. It's why they had to go for the Brambleghast with their Murkrow. So it might have actually still been fine looking back at it, just because of the fact that the Garchomp couldn't really do too much, I think, to the rest of my team, because we revealed its Protect, Rock Slide, Swords Dance, and probably you want to assume it's Earthquake as the last move. I think I would have been fine. I don't think they could have knocked out my Garchomp unless they doubled it up. Granted, crits could have been involved there. Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Dragonite, Glamora, the Golden Go, and Whimsicott. Unfortunately for me, this is going to be a tough one, because there is the Glamora, which I think they run max speed. A Modest has dropped off, so would not be great here. Brambleghast is good against Dondozo. Talonflame Wisp is nice. I do want to bring the Talonflame. I think I have to bring Golden Go because if they lead Glim, Whims, I do want Meteor Beam Pressure, so I do think I lead it in the back. I think I bring my own Glim. And I want to say Brambleghast. Garchomp's not really that great against the Dozo stuff, and neither is Tyranitar. So these are for our Dozo matchups. Kind of weird. We do have the Toxic Spikes that we could set up. We could go for the Willow Sperm, which is probably what I'm going to do. But yeah, Dozo is not exactly super easy to deal with, especially with Wave Crash. But more Whimsicott, not too surprising. I do lead the Golden Go. All right, I could Terra here. I don't really like the Terra option though. I think the best place just to go out into my Glim and click the Make It Rain, because Golden Go will live in Earth Power unless it's Helping Hand. We might have to sacrifice Glim, but if it is Dozo gearing the back, like, I'd rather have Talonflame, because I'd rather have it. So I'm just gonna go for Make It Rain. Let's see if this is gonna work. I expect the Meteor Beam, and I expect, and maybe it's not Meteor Beam on this team, because I know some Dozo teams don't run Meteor Beam. They run like Mortal Spin stuff. Although some of them do run it. It is a bit awkward to say, for sure. All right. Let's see. Glamora in to sacrifice on Meteor Beam, hopefully. We're gonna see a Terra come out, so they can't Terra Dozo, which is actually good for my Tatsugiri in the later parts of the game. We're gonna see Terra Ghost. Not the Terra I would have expected. Okay. Tailwind gonna come out from the Whimsicott, which is fine. Earth Power gonna eliminate the Glim. Oh, they actually, like, that's a hard read. They actually hard read my Glim. Okay. I respect it. I respect it. That was a really solid play from my opponent. Make It Rain does so much damage though. It's not Focus Sash on the Whimsicott, which is actually kind of huge. Okay. I get to go Talonflame now. That was super risky. If I click Tailwind and I click Make It Rain, they're in so much trouble. But it works out for me. So I'm going to go Talonflame. Dundozo is in. Dundozo is in. I feel like Brambleghast is in a good spot, though, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it could be Sashgiri. If it's Sashgiri, actually, it's still... Yeah, Sashgiri actually still makes this awkward. We're going to go for... Who am I terroring in my endgame plan? Probably, like, I just Terra to Talonflame. I don't think Terra Talonflame lives Meteor Beam, though. That's the problem. I guess I could have went Bramble here. Maybe I should have went Bramble to threaten Shadow Sneak, but I don't know. I think I always Tailwind here. I just don't know if I'm Terra Ghosting. Because I don't think it's going to change any calcs. I'm just going to Tailwind Make It Rain. They're going to retreat to Glamora. That's fine. They're going to go out into the Tatsu. All right, Brambleghast gonna have to come in clutch. And I mean very much in clutch. All right. This is still not easy, but it's winnable. What's nice is Dundozo usually carries Unaware, so we don't have to worry about the special attack drop on the Golden Go. You go for the Wave Crash. It's going to target down the Talonflame, I imagine. Yep. I don't think the Terra was helping me there, so it works out. All right. Make It Rain. Should do a decent chunk. Yeah, not a bad chunk to Dozo. All right. Does +2 Earthquake KO Golden Go? I guess we'll find that out together. Bring out the Brambleghast. Get the Wind Rider, which is huge. How many turns of Tailwind do they have remaining? 2. I'm trying to figure out. I think I still just go for Power Whip here into the Dundozo. I was thinking of String Slapping, but I'm not sure. And Make It Rain. They do have Earthquake, okay. Nice. Golden Go survives. That's a huge one. Brambleghast, please. Nice. That's a huge hit. Even if you're unaware, that's all right. Okay. Make It Rain. I feel like I should have... No, should I Strength Stat? Maybe Poltergeist was to play. I get a critical hit on the move I don't need. Sure. All right. The Glamora comes in. I do threaten Shadow Sneak. There is a Tatsu. This is where it gets weird because this Dozo, like, I could Shadow Sneak the Glim, or I could Shadow Sneak the, or I could target the Giri down. This Brambleghast is not going to be faster than the Glim because we're adamant not Jolly. So if I read, I think it just comes down to, do I read Glim to Spiky Shield or not? Because if it does, I think we're probably if it does, I lose. I'd have to double up the Geary. You know what? I'm gonna Shadow Sneak and make it rain. It might be specs on the Glim. And the reason I say it might be specs on the Glim is if they're Terra Ghost, I have a feeling that would be more likely a spec set. But let's see. Go for the Terra Steel because the Terra Ghost I don't think helps me. Ah, Spiky Shield. All right. I needed to go for the Geary, but let's see. The Geary still probably has inaccurate moves. But taking that Spiky Shield damage is not good. Ah, they have Dragon Pulse. Okay, it's over. Actually, is it? No, we could still win. All right. Because we still have one more turn of Tailwind. Their Tailwind's over. So we do have a shot. Make it rain. I guess if I Shadow Sneak to the Geary, it was winnable. I need a crit. I need a mega crit into the Geary. Or maybe some Muddy Water dodges. But I probably need a crit into Geary. Tailwind petered out, so we are faster with the gold. We can go for Make It Rain. All right. Crit the Geary or dodge a Muddy Water. Yeah, it's over. I'm pretty sure this is over. I feel like my out would have been Shadow Sneak the Geary, but I had to read it. Oh, Dragon Pulse. Are they choice locked? They might be choice locked. Because if they're specs, they outspeed my Bramble anyway, unless they're for some reason not very fast. And if they're Scarf, like, I had to sneak anyway. So I think I could have probably played that Dundozo turn better. Maybe it was Poltergeist. Because the thing about Poltergeist is what Poltergeist allowed me to do is like put the Dozo into maybe range of a Shadow Sneak, so I got the hit off in the Geary initially and saw a turn of Tailwind. I was just worried about timing because they also have the option to protect Dozo to stall out my Tailwind turns. So like I might not have gotten the Tailwind turn advantage that I might have needed the prior turn. I think it was really just coming down to reading the protect, because I feel like maybe Shadow Sneak might have actually gotten the Geary at that range, but yeah, that's just on me. All right, most of the games I think can just be summed up by getting a lot of speed control with the Talonflame, timing the Tailwind just right so all my offensive Pokemon can just dish out a huge amount of damage. We saw the Glamora, we saw the Garchomp, Golden Go, and Brambleghast be able to do a lot of damage under that Tailwind, taking the speed advantage. There was a case where we played a Trick Room team and we were able to maneuver it by just being able to do a lot of damage to get rid of the Trick Room user and then pilot around the bulky mons and then figure out a way position to set up for them. And there was a few games that maybe like we could have played a little bit better. Specifically, there was that one with the Whimsicott Incineroar lead where I think Earth Power into Whimsicott made a lot of sense. I could have set up for a Meteor Beam KO the following turn because I just ended up in a position where I couldn't get the Tailwind up, which was actually pretty big because it didn't allow me to power out the Brambleghast. I lost speed control, which made the game a lot awkward. Thankfully, even though it was a timid Golden Go and the Dragonite I think was choice locked most likely and wasn't locked into the most optimal move. So I was still able to clutch out the game. And then the Dundozo game, I think could have been played a little bit better. I think the ability, like my opponent got me on the Earth Power read for sure into my Talonflame, like an excellent play by my opponent. I do think I could have probably timed something where I didn't need to Power Whip that turn with the Brambleghast. Maybe I should have went for Poltergeist. Should have seen if I could probably have snuck in a Shadow Sneak and Make It Rain combination. But I think like just Shadow Sneak and the Tatsugiri would have probably allowed me to potentially pick up that win there, because I would have probably done enough to Tatsugiri where as long as the Glamora didn't get double protect, I think Make It Rain could have swept the end. How good is Brambleghast? I think it still kind of struggles a bit in the format. Incineroar was just not a good partner to have to deal with. And it's not like Urshifu's super common either in the format, where Urshifu Tornadus was a really good reason to have Brambleghast. Granted, no Raging Bolt is a very pleasant experience. Golden Go being more popular than King Gambit, although King Gambit's still a thing, makes it a little bit awkward for Brambleghast, but you do have tools to help out against the King Gambit, like Wisp Talonflame and the low kick Tyranitar, so it's not awful. Tyranitar Brambleghast is still a bit of a strange combo. We did see a Sandstream activates, the Brambleghast Focus Sash is a little bit weird, but overall I do like the mode of the team and it does have a lot of strong options. If you would like to try out the team, the rent a code is on your screen. Hopefully it's still available by the time the video comes out. If you would like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.